Recently, I've seen some of your clips on a bunch of different Instagram posts. And bro, we're talking about hundreds of thousands of views.
No, it's beyond hundreds of thousands now, bro.
Yeah,
My one YouTube reel with Scott Stackle, where the cop was like cheering him on, saying he wasn't gonna violate his right. That's at 4.5 on my YouTube Shorts.
million,
Then I
right?
have then I have these people that were posting on Instagram, and some of them are already at like 3.5. Not even me, not bringing it back to me, and it's
Right.
just rows and rows and rows. So it's getting crazy out here, bro.
Yeah,
I
good
feel
work.
it. It's wild. Yeah, it's wild.
Outstanding work, bro. You
Yeah,
deserve the
bro.
success that you're seeing because I believe you have a strong message. I believe you are a teacher in what you know, and you're doing your best to learn and you're doing your best to teach it to the people.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's hard to get our word out there.
I was doing good. I've been doing good for a very long time, bro. And with my consulting aspect, I was doing consulting for industry within the concrete coating space, and number one consultant in Oregon and Washington, bro. And I switched and made a career move from Portland to Yakima, Washington. And so we moved. I'm doing good, over 100,000 a year, bro. I mean, not working even 20 hours a week, my guy. And we make a career move to a new area because this area is Tri-Cities area is just growing. They're doing a lot of cleanup. There's a lot of money coming through from a Hanford nuclear site cleanup, and the neighborhoods are growing. The area's growing. There's a lot of work, and I move out there for this company, and there's just one person that has this issue with me. She's an employee. I'm 1099, so I run my own business, and the actual company is my client. You know what I'm saying? So, my contract is different. I have different relationships than an employee. I will never be an employee because an employee is a slave, and you really have no rights as an employee. So, like, you can get fired at any time. When you're in contract, which contract is the highest form of the land, not even the Constitution or government can override a contract between me and you. Um, so, I was just having a problem with this employee. She was just another sales consultant, and I never go in. This is just now over meetings over Slack, and it's because I present myself, and part of the contract that I had, subcontract contract, was to train these people, and so that's what I would do. And if some people didn't like that, or they thought that they were better in some way, I'm not going to be mean about it. I'm just so, anyways, it's a crazy story, but I have to tell it. So it's like a Monday, and this Monday's occurring. We're having a meeting, and it's a nice meeting, and we're going back and forth, and everybody's sharing opinions, and everybody's opinionated. But the aspect that very at the end of it, my significant other comes into the office, and she says, "Cameron, where's Anya?" And we normally have our meetings right when Leah takes baby girl Luna to school. It's literally like 4 blocks away. She drives, brings it back. Maybe she's gone 3-4 minutes. Okay. And I was like, "What do you mean? Where's Anya?" So I get up and we look for Anya. That's my 3-year-old. We can't find her. She done walked out the house, bro, looking for Mama Bear. When Leah went to go take Luna to school, and somebody got Anya and put her in the car and was holding on to her because they didn't
Holy
know.
shit.
Yeah, right here, like literally 4 houses down, right from our house. So we're looking around. We don't find her. We get baby girl. We got baby girl, and the police show up. Right. Police ain't tripping. We go home, no problem. So the next day we have a meeting. Right. Well, the boss man ain't there, and the one girl's there, and another sales consultant's there, and me and that one sales consultant's talking, but homegirl don't say nothing. She mad at me from the previous day. I guess she got butt hurt. So then the next day we have another meeting, and this is Thursday now, and it's just me, and the boss man's not there, and the other guy's not there, and this chick. And this chick comes in. She comes in. She says, "Cameron, I'm gonna have you do this, and I'm gonna have you do that." And I'm like, "What? Like, you gonna have me do what now?" Like, I was like, "Where's everybody at?" And she's like, "Blah blah blah this." And I'm like, "Well, don't you think it would be beneficial to wait for everybody else?" And she just goes off on me. "Don't you want to professionally and personally grow?" And I'm just like, "Whoa." I'm like, "Dang, I personally and professionally grow every day without you, but I mean, I don't." And I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but I I have to go, and I just hang up because that's bad energy. And like I'm getting my daughter, I'm doing my daughter's hair in the bathroom, bro. Like, I don't want to hear this. I want to send my daughter off with good energy. I want to wake up nice and get ready to go for a day. I don't need to hear that, so I just let it go. And push comes to shove, I end up just sending her a message very lightly, and I said, "Hey, I'm not an employee with Croc. I'm actually a CEO of my own company, and Croc is my client. So I just wanted to let you know that so there's no more confusion. Just to kind of give her a soft, hey, don't try that with me. And she came back and went off on me, bro. I'm talking about nasty. You you throwing temper tantrums and leaving meetings early, and you left today and you don't want to, I mean, raw on your boy, you know? And I'm just thinking in my mind, like, dang, that's an employee violation because you're an employee and you have like employee guidelines that you got to follow. So, like, I'm going to tap in and let the boss know of your employee violations to me and my company. You know what I'm saying? So I call him. He don't answer. The chick gets in touch with him first. She tells her story. He calls me. He's like, well, she just felt disrespected when you hung up. I'm like, bro, wait, that's not the point here. Like, look what she said. You seen the screenshot. Let's not play. And he's like, oh, I have to go. We'll talk later. I'm like, all right. So in my mind, I'm figuring out that he's not going to be on my side right off the jump from that initial conversation. I can see it. He's not he's not necessarily has an issue with me, but it's more or less like he's not also going to do anything to kind of rectify her in this situation. And so I send off privately to this person, chick, a cease and desist letter, okay, stating, stop defaming me and ruining my business relationship with my client. And if you continue to do so, I will have to move forward with legal actions. She immediately broke the cease and desist letter, bro, and sent it to him. He calls me 2 minutes later, like this. You cannot our employees cease and desist letters. Oh my god, I can't believe you did. I mean, like literally emotional, bro. You see what I'm saying? And she's scared, and it's like it's just a whole wild situation, right? What homeboy ended up doing, right? Homeboy was freaking out over the phone. He's tripping out, going crazy, and he terminates me right then and there, bro. We have a contract. This
No
contract
shit.
has yes, this contract has uh two aspects of termination. I can only be terminated if I breach anything within the contract, which I didn't, and or at any point in time with 30-day given notice, right? So let's say if you were wanting to, if I like broke something within the contract, you could terminate me, right? Immediately, but you'd have to give me 30 days to also fix that issue. So that's in the contract. So you illegally terminate the contract. You terminate to where I can't go to the next day and sell these two jobs that I done sold the day before. So I'm like, dang, bro, I know I'm gonna make $100,000 this year. So that's right off the bat when like I send him immediate a notice and demand for arbitration. He doesn't answer. He sends over a formal notice of termination that's not even in relation to the cease and desist that I sent because he knew he was wrong. He called his attorneys. He said, hey, man, I'm going to call my attorneys, get this figured out. Blah, 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 blah. He couldn't get it figured out. The attorney said, you're fucked, bro. And he started reaching. So now he's liable for straight up, on the minimum, $100,000. But see, there's a difference between me getting a job out here as I had already been living out here. Actually moved from Portland up here for this career move, which then takes it into a 5-year plan with this company at a minimum of $100,000 each year, thereby bringing a civil suit for $500,000, bro. If he does not pay on that minimum through arbitration and mediation, since he's not restoring the relationship of $100,000, like so that's one of the things that's done happened since we last transpired. So now I'm over here diving now back into the civil side of it, which is getting back into the employment side of it, which is giving people information that y'all need to start establishing contracts on 1099s, subcontractor agreements. That way you can get your protections back. Because when you're employee aspect, you just signing all that away.
And you did all
You
that yourself without an attorney, right?
without an attorney. I mean, he's cooked. We could go over it, like if like just the aspect of immediately how we do all these things, bro, is that like there's just so many actions and things that we have to do to put ourselves in the situation to adequately protect ourselves on all fronts, on all angles, because everything we're dealing out there, unless we're dealing with a private individual, is a corporation. Everything. And they've got rules that they got to abide by. Okay? So if you ain't abiding by it, hey, ignorance of the law is no excuse. I think that's a truth there, right? So we just got to be more focused on those aspects there. Yeah.
We know that you do a lot of your things pro se. You do it by yourself without an attorney. I think that's important. We do live in the age of information. I think that's where we, the people, should be headed. Nothing against attorneys. You know, they went to school to understand and know the law. They want to get paid for their understanding of the law. But in reality, we have become a dependent people. You know, we believe that we need attorneys, we need doctors, we need people to save us because we can't save ourselves. We're too stupid, damn it. But we learned how to use the internet to do this, right? To do this. We already learned how to use the internet to play games and do this and do everything else, right? That's fun. But we haven't really used the internet to put two and two together. I mean, look at this wonderful community when there's people like yourself who challenges authority, who questions
Yeah.
authority, doesn't let this presumed
Right.
authority become unbridled power. You like to take that power
Right.
back immediately and put it back into your
Immediately.
hands. But you take it a step
Yes, sir.
further and you take it to the courts as well. There's
Yeah. But then even more so in that, I intertwine to bring it into a moral aspect within the person that I'm dealing with, right? Because it's like you do too. You know, when you go out, you educating. Whether you and trying to educate someone on saying don't speak, you ain't gotta say nothing, or if it's the cops coming to you and you start educating right on, like right off the bat, what you're doing is showing that again, this is about community, bro. This is about unity. And if we don't get to that unity and start calling out on all angles, both on our people who are out here doing crimes, right? We got to call them out. Hey, you out here doing crimes, you got to go, bro.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Fuck
But
yeah.
also on the other side, that if you're going to be the criminal when you are meant to protect and serve, when you know that you're not supposed to be doing that, when you know that you took an oath not only to the people, but to God, because everything is about creator endowed rights. So again, we have to get back to knowledge and compassion, empathy, unity, and that is again through education, through knowledge. But man, I don't want to hate these people. I don't want to take cops' jackets, bro. That's not my intent. Like with the situation that I just had 36 hours ago, I just got arrested. Okay, I don't commit crimes, right? I don't hurt people. That's what a crime is defined as. When you bring harm to another, for some weird reason, there are people who try to bring together that a infraction or a statute where there's no harm, traffic infraction, violation, citation is a crime. A crime is defined by harm being brought to another, so they can never be one and the same. And for there to be an infraction or there to be a violation, there must be a contract because I haven't given consent to be controlled over. Have you? Have you given your consent up to just say, hey, man, you can take power over me at any point in time? Or that I'm required? Am I required to do something? Because I didn't know I was a slave. Are you a slave? I didn't know. I thought we were all free. That's what
Right.
I thought. And if I'm wrong, please tell me different. Because if you're going to say I'm required, you might as well say that you're a slave. We can say those pretty much match. If
Can I,
if not, you see, am I right or wrong?
yeah. Can I read something to you really quick that I
Yes,
kind of goes along with what you're saying? Kind of.
please.
I think you know who Jason Bassler is. Police to Police.
No, sir.
He's a friend of mine. Check him out. He's the original Police to Police guy. He's
Okay.
been he had millions of followers on Facebook, Twitter. He's been
Okay.
taken down over and over again, but he keeps coming back. His
Okay.
name's Jason Bassler. I'll send you a link. But he
Okay.
posted this morning from Dan Cooper writes
Okay.
prior restraint laws, seatbelts, speed limits, DUI, etc., are a form of policing a future that hasn't happened yet. In the present, all future events are a random probability distribution since everyone is an individual and their future actions cannot be predicted with certainty. Prior restraint laws assume a known correlation between current events and future events for everyone equally with certainty. The state is judging and punishing us in an alternative, futuristic reality that hasn't happened. It's a combination of science fiction and insanity. I mean it when I say that politics is for the infantile and insane.
Mm, straight up, bro. I've got one thing I'm gonna read too real quick. I gotta find this bad boy. Let me see. This one I really like. I developed this one just a little bit ago because it just makes so much sense, bro. But I gotta find it real quick. Give me 1 second. It's not gonna take me too long. It says it is axiomatic that merely possessing a government issued driver's license, vehicle registration, or license plate does not, per se, safeguard the public or guarantee competence behind the wheel. Such documents serve, at best, a prima facie proof that an individual has undergone a state sanctioned administrative process, one that often involves perfunctory testing and cursory verification of minimal operational skill. The conferral of a license or the attachment of a registration sticker to a vehicle's windshield does not, in and of itself, impose any tangible restraints on a driver's capacity to engage in reckless or negligent or malicious conduct upon the public highways, right? Indeed, the jurisprudential, oh my gosh, jurisprudential rationales often pro-offered or proffered in defense of these regulatory mandates proceeds from a flawed assumption that the state issued credentials inherently diminish the incidence of harm. Yet the mere possession of a credential is not an active agent of public safety. Drivers who are fully licensed and whose vehicles carry valid registration routinely commit infractions, cause an accidents, and place others at risk. This reality belies the notion that licensure or registration has any intrinsic prophylactic effect on dangerous conduct. To the extent that a Supreme Court justice or any jurist of high authority might conclude that licensure or registration themselves meaningfully ensure public safety, such a stance reveals an incomplete comprehension of a deeper American constitutional ethos. So, at its core, the American tradition cherishes individual liberty, autonomy, and the right to travel unencumbered by arbitrary impositions of so called make believe Wizard of Oz state power, where the government attempts to conflate bureaucratic compliance with actualized safety. It misapprehends the relationship between freedom and responsibility in our self governing republic, substituting symbolic badges of state approval for genuine, situationally informed measures that would truly enhance roadway safety. In short, the reliance on these formalities as bulwarks of public welfare is illusory. It's a fraud. They do not actively restrain misconduct, they only facilitate enforcement after the fact. To valorize licensing and registration as the essence of public safety is to exalt form over substance. Such a perspective undermines the core values of sovereignty and liberty that lie at the heart of the American jurisprudence and runs the counter to fundamental principle that a free people must not be compelled to seek permission from the state to exercise rights integral to their daily lives. You agree or disagree?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I gotta say, man, well worded, because it doesn't ensure safety, And I gotta say, is it possible that it could work in reverse? For instance, they have laws, right? Speeding tickets and yada yada. So when you're on the road and say you got a youngster that just got his license, he's like, Psh, I'm fucking cool. I got my dad's fucking uh, Challenger. What I mean? I can afford a ticket.
Yeah.
If that's all I'm gonna get, I can afford a fucking ticket. Fuck it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can afford a measly fucking ticket, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I can afford a measly ticket, so I'm just gonna hit the pedal, the fucking pedal to the metal,
To the
right?
metal, baby.
And so, but they're not thinking of, fuck, what if I bump the curb and fucking car flips over, or what if I bump a car or fucking smash into a car, what if I kill someone, what if I kill myself, what if I kill
Right.
my passenger,
Right.
you know and it's like, instead of thinking of what if, when you're hauling ass, what if I kill people, you're thinking, fuck it, man, what if I get a measly fucking speeding ticket, I can afford it,
Right.
right?
Right.
And if you're rich, you're like, fuck it, I'll get away with it even if I get busted.
Yeah. I don't know.
Sometimes.
If I think of it like that, though, I think That's unfortunate for people not to have a little bit more compassion about others, because we all got mothers and fathers and aunts and uncles and grandparents on the roads. So, that's kind of unfortunate that people would think like that. And I know they do, right? But I don't think that's the majority of us. I think the majority of this land here on America, it really does care, bro. We do have a sickness again, but can we heal that sickness? Yeah, that's easily done. Especially me. I'm gonna have everybody in agreement. I'm gonna have everybody shaking hands. I'm gonna have all perspectives being heard, right? Instead of that argument aspect, it was like, well, yeah, I can hear that, and yeah, I can understand that, and you really start to like with our whole situation, like with this thing that just happened, like the other day, like 2 days ago. Well, not even 2 days ago, 36 hours ago, about. I'm sitting on the side of the road, bro, and we have to go through this pass. This pass has like 45 minutes of dead zone, no cell signal, right? And so I had actually just came back from Florida. Good friend Steve, shout out Steve, Eli, Underground Rim King, shout out Underground Rim King down in Florida, shout out. My boy actually was the first one to put 34s on a car and be able to do U-turns. So that was a pretty cool accomplishment. Yeah. And I went down there to help him with one of his situations. And he flew me out and everything. And I come back and I'm just traveling back home. And I stopped before the pass. I wanted to call my girl, let her know, hey, I'm about to go through the pass. We always call each other when we come in and out. And I'm sitting on the side of the road. I actually took a little tinkle, right? Real quick. Took a little tinkle on the side of the road, turn off. And I'm sitting in the car making the call. I'm talking to my girl, and lo and behold, there's a semi, and then here comes the trooper. He's actually right behind him. He's tailgating him. And then he busted Yui, and I'm not thinking he's gonna mess with me. Like I ain't did nothing wrong, and so I'm still talking to the girl. I'm just looking forward, and I see in my not my rear view, but in my side mirror that he's coming up, and I'm what the heck? Oh no, sir, no, sir, you not gonna do that to me. I open up my car door so fast, bro. You get up out this thing. You ain't finna get me on no. You ain't finna try and claim my lawful stop on this bad boy. I lock my doors, get up out that thing. And he's in the car still, pulling up. Now he turns on his lights because I'm out. And he's pointing and he's going like this. He's going, shaking his head and pointing at the same time. And I'm like, he's probably, at first he get back. So he opts out and he says, get back in your car. And what? You're not finna violate my constitutional rights. I don't know who you think you're talking to. You ain't gonna tell me what to do. And he says, I say, you're not going to violate my constitutional rights? And he goes, I'm not. I'm just trying to see if you're okay. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm okay. I don't need your help. I don't need your service. Thank you, man. Have a good one. And I just begin to walk off. He couldn't have that. He started asking for ID. Oh, you got a plate cover. You got one of those covers on your plates. Can't have that here in the state of Washington. Guess what, bro? I'm not. That don't apply to me. Okay, I'm not driving commercial capacity. We get into that for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in operation on the road. Okay, I'm not in the commercial capacity. This car is parked. It hasn't been running for quite a while now. I've been sitting in it, just like any other parked car on the side. You can't just pull over on the side of the road, start
Right.
inquiring about anything you want. Okay, private, no capacity. So he just starts hounding me about that. And I just start walking off, bro. I'm not going to deal with it no more. I reserve all rights, including my right to remain silent. And he starts coming after me. He's coming. He's reaching. And I'm like, bro, chill out, bro. Like I'm dodging him. Get up off me, bro. What are you doing, dude? Like, stop, man. Why are you grabbing for me? This is on the side of the road now. I'm out looking at the Columbia Gorge. It's a scenic view area, bro. Like to where you get out and look at the whole Columbia Gorge. You're at the very top, just in choir singing type vibes, bro. Peaceful. I was there to be in peace. Exercising my life, liberty, and what? Finish it. Life, liberty, and
Happiness.
what? Thank
Happiness.
you. Do I not have a right to do that? So I'm sitting there. So he's like chasing up after me, and I'm having to actively walk away. We're literally in front, 60 to 70 yards now away from our cars. Again, because this is not a pullover. This is not a traffic stop.
Right.
I'm trying to actively get away from him harassing me. I'm like in fear of my life, bro. Real talk. And he pulls out the taser, bro. He pulls it out, and I'm like, oh no, God, please, no, no. Right? I'm thinking in my mind, no, okay. I go, oh, no, Shelburne, de-escalate. That's when the camera comes on. I finally pull out my camera, okay, and I'm like, oh no, de-escalate. Shelburne, de-escalate. Right? I'm noticing he's ready to do it, and he's ready to do it, and that's when we get into like kind of going. He calms down a little bit, And I said, man, what's the probable cause? What's the reasonable articulable suspicion of the crime, bro? Like, what is going on here? I'm reserving all rights, including my right to remain silent. I need you to give me my ID. I'm requesting you to give my ID. I don't have to. Yes, you do. So what is the reasonable art? Then he reaches for me. He actually grabs me one time. And I say, stop touching me, bro. And he goes, I haven't touched you yet. That was the next, like, what? What? You just grabbed me. It's on camera, you grabbing me and touching me. You see my shirt pulled, and you're going to say here, I haven't touched you yet? Like, what kind of mental psychosis are you going through to even have that come out of your mouth? Like, you can't, like, you just said the opposite of what you did, literally not even a second after you did it.
Was he wearing a body cam?
Yeah, he had a body cam.
Was it on?
Oh yeah, it was on, bro.
Oh shit.
Okay, so then he grabs me, and I'm like, bro, stop touching me. I have not yet. And I said, bro, I said, you're trying to harass me. So I even messed up a word. Should have said, you're harassing me or assaulting me. And I said, you're trying to harass me. And he goes, no, I'm trying to arrest you. I say, for what? He says, for not giving up your information. Okay, bro, perfect. You're so screwed. Your jacket's cooked, bro. And And I said, what's the reasonable, articulable suspicion or probable cause? And he lunges after me, whoa, hits me up. I said, oh, bro, don't hurt me. Because he's twisting me, bro. Please don't hurt me, bro. He goes, I'm not. You are, bro. You're doing that. As soon as I say, bro, don't hurt me, he kind of lets go. He goes, I'm not. As soon as he says I'm not, then he kind of chills out a little bit. Because he was doing that, that wrist thing where they go real back
Yeah.
far in. That shit hurt, bro. And
It just sucks when they do that, bro.
man, it hurts, bro. I was lucky I was able to still keep my phone in my hand and record, bro. And when he finally gets me handcuffed, I'm cool, but I'm telling him, bro, you're gonna lose your qualified immunity. This is it, bro. You're good. And I don't want to have to sue you, bro. But man, I'm telling him, bro, and he's not listening. He does not care. And I know they train them. I actually have the Washington State Patrol. This is what's crazy. I actually have the Washington State Patrol in my binder in that car, and he don't even know it. Like that Washington State Patrol, their whole police manual training is in my binder in my car. You dig what I'm saying? I know what they're allowed to do, bro. You're not gonna get past me on this.
Yeah.
I've studied enough. So he starts pushing me back. He's like, once he gets the handcuffs on, he on me real quick, pushing me hard, bro. I can't walk good when people are pushing me like that, and I'm handcuffed behind my back, like balance ain't right. And I finally get him, I'm like, bro, stop, be respectful, be nice, because he's just pushing hard. And he gets me to the car. He shoves me in that bad boy, buckles me in, throws my leg in. Now my leg, bro, I'm an amputee. It don't bend like everybody else's, bro. I have to keep my leg somewhat like out, bro, because it don't bend back like that, bro. And like, so I'm in the back of the cop car for like a whole hour, at least, bro. And when he still got the door open, he's reading me my Miranda's finally. But my phone, I wish I would have had my phone on that whole time, but it's okay because there's body cam. There's the back seat cam, so it's all good. But he starts reading me my Miranda's, bro, and something just took over me, bro. And I just started praying and thanking God, bro. I just started outwardly just expressing, like, God, thank you for giving me this experience. Thank you for allowing this to happen so I can show the rest of the nation that no matter what you do or who you are, uh, that we have to change our nation, bro. Like everything that I'm teaching and seeing all of my other people that are becoming the part of, our community, through Operation Wise Dome or just through Power Inherent and the people on the channel and going through their experiences and helping them with their experiences. And now I've just had another experience that's honestly the most egregious that I've had out here thus far, bro. It could not have come at the most perfect timing. Like, I just thank God, bro. I just thank God because the great creator allows certain circumstances and he will never put he, she, whatever it may be, because it's beyond comprehension of knowing what the great creator is. We say he just to try and compartmentalize to, imagine, but it's beyond. And I just thank the great creator and all creation, man, for these experiences because it's going to bring change to our nation. And it's right now at the beginning of the most biggest change that our nation is going through.
They're gonna try to say in court that you should have just complied. They're gonna try to say that about 1,000 different ways, right? But I think the only answer that you could really give that probably hit hard would be that, well, the officers should have just complied with the Constitution. That's what they swore an oath to, is to protect and defend the Constitution. And the Fourth Amendment, he stepped all over it.
All over it.
And all I did was what is allowed of every American,
Hmm.
and what every American should be doing is knowing and understanding the Constitution, how it protects us, and the cop not knowing it, and he's the one that swore an oath to it.
Well, it even goes into religious aspects, right? Because what I want you to notice, this is what they've done. They've taken your religion, our religion, and they've twisted it into terroristic acts. You want to know how I'm saying? I'll break this down. So what they've done is a Christian or a person who just believes in God in general, that has spirituality and believes in natural rights, which is what the Constitution is based on, Declaration Bill of Rights, it's all based on creator endowed rights, which is natural law. What they've done is they've taken that religion and they've turned that faith into a terroristic group, sovereign citizens. That's what they've done. So anytime you stand up on your natural rights, God's law, now God's law is sovereign citizen. So just that, just the ideology of, let's just say we were a Christian for a second. That ideology is pretty much the same as what they say now as a sovereign citizen, right? Christians believe they're free, that they abide by God's laws, and if they are not abiding outside of God's laws, then nobody should be paying punished, right? Because it's all about 10 Commandments, right? Do no harm, and no harm should be brought forth unto you, right? That's common law, then, right? So that's then natural law. So if that's the case, if I'm coming forth and saying, hey, I know my rights, natural law rights, and you're saying, oh, are you a sovereign citizen? That's an attack against my faith. Because what you've done is you've labeled my faith now as a sovereign citizen, which is a bias. So now you're biased against my faith. Do you see how deep this goes? People don't think of it like that. So when they calling you a sovereign citizen, in their mind frame, it's derogatory. And what is it derogatory towards? It's derogatory against your opinions and what? Belief. Which, what is a belief? It's your faith. Do you see how now religion is tied into all that when they label you a sovereign citizen?
Hmm.
So now it's even deeper than what we thought it was originally. Now we're getting into First Amendment. It is so deep. Then we come back and we look at Browns versus Texas in 1979. Bro, I don't have to ID at all. Period. Case law has backed that since 1979. Why are we in 2025 and y'all still think you can come up? When I say what are you arresting me for? And you say failure to give failure. This is what the dude said: failure to present information when
Yeah.
requested. He said it too. He said failure to present information when requested. A request can never be a demand. And you jailed me for it? Okay.
So you
So then
actually
this
went to jail, right?
Papa Bear went to jail. Watch this. So I called for the sergeant. He still ain't got my name yet. I ain't gave him my name. Okay. And I'm in the back seat and I'm not going off, but I'm praying. And as I was praying and I get done thanking God, I was worked up. My adrenaline was going, but I couldn't do nothing but thank God. And my adrenaline's going. I'm telling, bro, you're cooked, bro. Your jacket's gone, bro. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this is happening. Oh my, I'm feeling it, bro. Like I'm amped, and and I'm like, bro, I got a civil suit. I'm going in, right? Not too hard, but I'm going in. I'm pissed. So, um, and then at one point I'm talking, I'm like, bro, you don't even know it, like, and I say my name as I'm talking about my shit. It just comes out, right? And I'm like, and he jumps to the laptop. I already see him. I'm going off on him for like 2 or 3 minutes, and I'm watching him in the rear view, and I can see everything that I'm saying hitting him, like internally, like he's like. Mm, he's like internalized. He knows that everything that I'm saying, he knows he's cooked. So I see that internalization just, oh, like he knows it, bro. But he already did it. He's already cooked. So then as I see that, I'm just getting more confirmation, a little bit more hype, and I'm like, I'm power inherent in the people, bro. Like power inherent in the people channel, Cameron James Wilson, and he's like, he gets a spark of light in him, and he goes right to the computer, right? And I say, oh, you wanted my name, huh? There it is. I don't care. You want to know my info? Know my info. All the famous people got their info up too, homeboy. You can go look them up on Wikipedia. Think I'm scared? I ain't scared about people knowing my damn name. I don't commit crimes. So, I mean, shit, I don't even use my social. So good luck trying to do some kind of scam on me because I don't even use that in the real world. Good luck. So, yeah, man. So, anyways, he gets my name, and I'm still going back and forth with him, but he ain't really saying much. Sergeant comes out. Sergeant literally tries to, um, he literally uses false, misleading information and lies intentionally. Um, just agrees with the trooper. They intentionally tried to lie to me to have me sign a waiver. They threatened to tow my vehicle several times and said that if I didn't sign the waiver to waive all liability of any damages that may be caused because of their illegal actions,
Fucking assholes.
that they would tow it. And and they did that. And the last time they were like, "You either sign it or we're just going to tow it." I said, "Do what you got to do. I'm not signing it. You're liable. You're all liable because none of this is legal. None of this is lawful. Y'all are all." So the sergeant, by engaging with him in all his lies, um, now it's a conspiracy charge because there's two or more people involved. So it's going to be both of them in their individual capacity. Actually, I've already drafted it up. I've already got the complaint ready. It ain't even 36 hours to rep. We're ready to file the civil suit right now. I literally can file it today if I want to, right here in the Yakima district.
Hell yeah.
We have a Yakima division, so I might just go ahead and file it today just for shits and giggles, just to show how serious I am, because we don't play anymore. So, anyways, they arrest me. They take me to jail. When I get to jail, I hop out and I'm like, "What's up, guys? How y'all?" I'm Cameron. I'm at Power Inherent in the People Channel. I'm telling you, I'm as cool as a fan. We gonna get me in and out real quick because this is all illegal. They're like, "All right, buddy, let's do it." The jailers are cool as hell. They're young too. They take me in. We do the quick, all the stuff real quick. I got the cash. I bond out. It was $500, just quick little cash bond. Uh, the officer, the trooper stayed in there, tried to have them illegally answer a question that was directed towards me to say, was there any force used? He said, just put no on that one before even answering the next question, because they're asking me all these questions. Like, they're asking me. And the deputy or the trooper standing there and he goes, "Hey, just put no on that next one." And I go, "No, ask me the question. What's the question?" And he goes, "Well, was any force used upon you?" I said, "Yeah, force was used upon you." I go through that. And I was like, don't let him get you in trouble, bro. Don't let his jacket's gone, bro. He's cooked, right? And the trooper leaves, and then I finally tell the jailers the story, bro. And as I'm telling the jailers the story, they finally, and I'm like, "That's wrong, right?" And they're like, "Yeah." Now they're behind this gate doing the administrative stuff behind the computers, but there's this opening so you can stick stuff through. And I was like, "That's wrong, right?" And they're like, "Yeah, that's fucked up, bro." And I stick both my hands through, bro. They both got body cameras on. They both double dabbed me at the same time, bro. And they got their body cameras on, so that's gonna look so good, bro. On their body cams, they double dabbed me at the same time. We're all hype. We're hype in there. It's like I'm so hype because I know I got victory. This is kind of like the last stage. You're running, you're getting to the dun, 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 the music's playing, bro. You're about to go through the opening jail doors of victory, and there's going to be a golden pot of gold and money and victory and people clapping and confetti's popping and the music. And there's trumpets playing and drum, victory, and we get there, bro, and I open up the gates. The gates are open. And we get outdoors, right? And I'm outdoors, and I see two different trucks. They're sheriff trucks because I'm at the sheriff's office, right? And the jail. And they're both on. The lights are on and everything. So I go up to them. It's so dark, but nobody's in there. And I'm like, fuck, man, I want to talk to a sheriff. Because this wasn't the sheriffs that did it. It was the Washington State Patrol. And so then I walk back in, and I see through the administrative window, there's some sheriffs. I knock on the window. They come out. And they go, "What's going on?" I said, "Did y'all know just what happened to me?" And they go, "Well, we heard about it." And I was like, "Okay, so I'm not from here. This is Clickatas, right?" And I said it like that because I knew it's Clickatat, but I wanted to be wrong to just make it funny and be stupid and have a laugh to start it off, Like, let's start it off with a laugh. And they're like, "No, man, it's Clickatat." And I'm like, "Oh, Clickatat. Well, all right. Well, I'm from Texas. I live in Yakima, but your county code for the definition of public or county road is every way, street, alley, lane, avenue, byway, highway that states that it's open as a matter of right for public vehicular travel. And I just wanted to let y'all know you agree with that. That's right, right?" And they go, "Yeah, that's right." And I was like, "Okay." So I just wanted to let you know, even though I don't live out here and I've actually never even been through here or bought anything through here, I still know your county code in relation to county road. Um, and they agreed on that. And we had a conversation about the situation and everything that transpired. When I tell you, bro, the sergeant, the sergeant of this sheriff's department grabbed my hand, bro, and shook my hand 3 different times. And on the third time, put his other hand, two hands on me and was like, bro, keep doing what you're doing, man. We appreciate you, bro. We appreciate you. And said everything that I did was right and that trooper was in the wrong. So the only reason I'm saying that is because we are changing this nation, David. We're changing this nation, bro. I know we're still gonna have to do a lot of combating out there with the corruption. I know it, but there are good ones, bro. There are good ones who are just trying to do the right thing, and sometimes they wish they would have done better too. I'm not a bootlicker. I'm not a bootlicker, but we do need some law and order. But traffic law reform, the traffic law has got to go in that regard. You already know. And there's a lot of other laws that need reformation, for sure. But I ain't no bootlicker. And I mean, you can clearly see 36 hours ago, you got the video, so I'm sure you're going to share it, just how bad it is out here. So don't, he's gone. He's cooked, bro. I told him, too. I said, bro, that $123,000 you're getting a year, bro, it's gone right here.
One of the things that I see with these cops is they continue to do this kind of shit, and they're never personally held responsible. And even when, let's say, there's a settlement, a lawsuit settlement, right? It's not stipulated in that settlement that the cop is going to learn and know and understand exactly what he did wrong. And not only that, but maybe even slapped with the warning, like, hey, don't do it again.
Yeah.
Or it's your fucking job for good.
I
Right?
mean,
Something.
unless you make it a demand in your settlement package or some kind of,
Right.
you can do that,
But
bro.
they won't agree to that shit, though, right?
I don't know, bro. If it's enough at such a young age, and then the aspect too that you just got to put them on Brady list, get them on the Brady. Enough Brady complaints, and see that's what's crazy is that you got people like me that actually know this stuff. I'm articulating it to him. Like, think about the people that aren't able to articulate it properly, and then think about that they don't pursue it, so that these people just continuously get. Oh man, it's that's why I love everything that we're doing because we have created a group, through the Discord, through the weekly meetings that we have in Zoom, a group of now over 300 people, bro. Hardcore people that are dedicated to educating and empowering others in all situations. Like everybody's helping everybody in everybody's situation, and it's like a beautiful symbiotic relationship. And it's the people are coming together, bro. It's beyond just watching things and talking and entertainment. It's like now we're all collectively moving together. So it's like if you have somebody down there right now that needs my help, I now have the eligibility to fly down there and start at some action and helping, not just in not just in protest or activism, but actually filing paperwork, actually preparing and helping someone get the mind frame they need to know for their next hearing. You see what I'm saying? Because we can all be co-counsel to each other, homeboy. Can't
Mm-hmm.
nobody tell anybody that. We can all fellowship and mingle together to become greater. How somebody else below you that's inferior, that's a corporation in and of itself, gonna tell you that you can't do what you want to do with your other fellow co-God creator creation? Like what? Come on, man. So we really out here getting it. We got one guy right now, David. Shout out David. What's up, David Slaw out in Michigan? What's up, my boy? $5 million lawsuit, all himself that I've helped him, and he's to the point where he's kind of running. He's galloping on his own. Come on, buddy. He's 5 milli, milli,
Nice.
milli. My suit about to come up right now. I'm about to do. I'll give it to you. You can show it on the
The
screen.
the
I'll send it
shitty
over
thing
to
is
you.
it comes from the taxpayers, right? That's the shitty thing about it.
I mean, they're really. We could get on a money kind of conversation, but there is no real money, bro. It's all accounting. It's all paper on the back end with zeros and numbers in the system. That's it. That's it. They can create a document, bro, and go monetize that with the IRS immediately, bro. There is no money. Okay, so it sounds good, but in the depths of it, literally, They can make a promissory note, sign it, pay to the order of, without recourse on the back end, stamp that bad boy, send it over to the IRS for in regards to operating 7 or 10 operating circular 7 or 10 agreement, and they get all that money because the IRS just monetized the promissory note that they gave them. So now that promissory note is as much money, is valued as much money as that dollars that they gave. So why do they care if they get those dollars back? Because they already have what they've monetized on their own. Money is deep, bro. It's it's not real. So when we say, "Oh, we're just getting tax money, tax dollars," it's a facade to just make the people again get into division and then say, kind of fight or mingle or bitch. If you get deeper, bro, there is no money. So, yeah, yep,
Interesting.
yep. That's how it works.
So, right now, how long ago was the arrest?
It was Friday. It was Wednesday night at 4:30 p.m.
How long did you spend in jail? A night?
30 minutes.
30. Oh, they released you after about 30 minutes?
Yeah, I had cash, bro, on me. I
What,
just came back from Florida. My client had paid me cash,
was
so
it
I
like a quick bail?
no, it was just $500 straight to the jail.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
You bailed out with 500
yeah,
bucks?
yeah.
Would they had not released you the next day on something stupid like that?
I don't think so because it's my first time there anyway. So they would have been like, "Oh, personal recognizance." You know what I'm saying? That ain't no crime. I ain't hurt nobody. I'm not even supposed to
Whenever
be there.
whenever I go to jail, I'm like, nah, don't bail me out. Like, I'll be out in a day or two. The fuck? Save that money, shit. I'm like,
Well,
fuck that.
if you pay it directly to the court, you get all that money back when you show up.
Oh, really?
And yeah, you get it all back. And see, with me, I know the DA is not going to grab that or take that. They're not going to
Hmm.
hold that. As soon as I come through and like, as soon as I figure out who the prosecutor is on the case, I'm gonna just give them a call, and I'm just gonna talk to them like any attorney would, and I'm gonna let them know what's going on. I'm gonna give them the little footage that I'm having. I'm gonna say, hey, I'm gonna request the discovery from y'all, just because I'm gonna need that. I already filed a civil suit. Like that's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna file the civil suit this week or next week, and before they even get to talk to me in relation to this crime, I'm going to let them know, hey, I've already filed a federal civil suit against this officer. This is the case number, right? So I don't think you want to get involved with this. Here's the video as well. This was very egregious. I don't want to have you deal with this in any bad scrutiny because there's going to be a lot of public attention on this throughout the state and possibly the nation. So just save face. You don't want to do this. This isn't any kind of attention you want towards the county. It's looking really bad. Although your county sheriffs did really great, and I do really appreciate that. It does show that your county has honor, integrity, and morality. You see what I just did? I just built a relationship with the DA in Cooktown County that quick on my side.
Do you think that the first lesson of pro se, being a pro se litigant, is not actually in the courtroom, but in the streets, right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
one thing I understand about lawyers is they're not going to stand on the side of the road and tell people, hey, you got fucking rights, man. Don't say shit, right? The other day I seen a Siberian tiger. He was telling the
He's
guy,
awesome.
yeah, he's badass. Shout out Siberian tiger. He was like saying, "Hey, shut up! Don't say nothing, right? Don't say nothing. Shut up." And the cop got mad. And he was like, "Yeah, yo, get to stepping." He was like, "Nah, I'm not going nowhere."
No way.
And then he's like, "You're interrogating him." And the cop says, "No, I'm not." And then so the cop's leaving, and then the cop says, "I'll interrogate him at the station." So he
Oh yeah, he
contradicted
took
himself.
off. Yeah, he said, "I believe," so I can interrogate him
Yeah,
somewhere else.
yeah, yeah.
I
And
want to
so,
meet him, and he's in Portland. That's why I was like, I
yeah,
asked you. I was like, "Do you have his contact info?" Because, hey, Siberian Tiger, you're in Portland, bro. I'm right here in Yakima. I will come down, and we could do like double team, bro. Let's double team on it, bro.
I'll try to
Got
go up there
videos.
and visit you guys as well. My
That'd be
assistant keeps telling
awesome.
me how she loves Oregon out
Yeah,
there and stuff. So,
yeah. Oregon's beautiful in and of itself. Portland, I just visited. Like I said, this past weekend, it's still dirty, nasty, and horrible.
hmm.
They still need to clean it up, man. They got a lot of work to do. It still looks really bad. So,
I'm working on my second channel. I'm dedicating it to my area. I changed the
Mm,
name from San Joaquin News Network to Kern County Community Watch
nice.
because I'm going to be doing some things. I'm going to be implementing things. I'm going to be organizing and coordinating. We're going to do cleanup because I want to clean up this fucking town. It's
Yep.
nasty.
Yep.
I want to do like where I highlight like special events. You know, also do like anniversaries or family gatherings. Let people
Mm,
tell their stories and shout
mm,
out to their family members. Yada yada yada.
mm,
Businesses. I want
mm.
to go and promote certain local stuff. Right.
Yeah.
Interview people at the farmers market, their stands. You know, show the
Mm-hmm.
farmers markets where people can go and shop locally.
Mm-hmm.
Do a lot of different shit.
Yep.
Government accountability. Let people tell their stories.
Yep.
I've been working on a small town called Arvin, California, and
Okay.
there's some pretty fucking a lot of corruption going on.
Mm.
The city attorney's been overcharging the city, and he's also the city attorney for McFarland, California, which is another town close by.
Mm-hmm.
And seems like he's double dipping, overcharging,
Mm.
and he's pretty much on his way out. And the chief of police changed his name because he had been fired for stealing money at a different department, and he changed his name to become chief of police in Arvin, and
Oh
so
my
that
God.
was recently discovered. So I'm working on highlighting all this shit that's going down here locally.
That's crazy.
But I gotta tell you, man, I think about, from my understanding, I hear that the mayor is good.
Good.
She's doing good things from what I can see.
Good.
And but I say this though, even the mayor, one of the things that we do is government accountability, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
even the mayor, she's not exempt from our work.
Correct.
Our job is to hold them accountable and to always
Correct.
question them. Whether and more folks should go to city council meetings like it's a fucking sports arena. People
Yep.
should be in there fucking feeling the seats and questioning them. Even if half are cheering for these corrupt politicians and the other half are questioning their actions. Get
Yep.
everybody in there and let's have a fucking debate. Let's ask
Yep.
questions. Let's hold them accountable. Because
Yep.
even if we get the bad actors out of Arvin right now, who's to say that in 5, 6, 7, 8 years, the people that are in there now or will become in there, they don't get corrupted along the way.
Right.
So we as a people need to really continue to hold our city, our government officials accountable,
Mm-hmm.
because if we don't, that's why they do the shit that they do, because nobody's
Yep.
questioning them. Nobody's
Yep.
going into these government installations and asking questions.
Yep.
We started off doing audits and just going in there and walk around like assholes. Yeah, we can record. Yeah, right. We're doing an audit, right? But it's good work. I'm
Yeah.
one of those assholes with the
Yeah.
camera. It's
Yeah.
good work because we started to show people that we can go in there, showing ourselves
Yep.
that we can go in there and record and ask questions, and then people run around like, "Oh, he's fucking recording me," shutting off the lights and fucking closing doors and shutting business down and he's recording me. Call the cops. What
Right.
the fuck?
Which is what no leader would want their employees to act like, right?
Right.
That's horrible. That looks totally so bad for the city. Let's just say anybody from anywhere comes in to do that, and that's how your city looks. That's bad. Because you
Right.
always want to be inclusive. You always in that aspect of what can we do to serve, how can we serve you?
Right.
And that's I think the biggest problem is we've just gotten so far away from servitude. But if we look at it from that aspect too, it's like then that kind of ties into God, right? We've lost putting God on the forefront because the reason for servitude is because we're showing gratitude to God for life. for our blessings, for our breaths, for eyesight, for everything that we have.
And that's for us
And
to do, not the government, right?
yeah,
That's for
yeah.
us to believe in God and to practice whatever religion we want, but not for government, right?
Well, the thing though is that the government, we created the government.
Right.
And the core principles of the government was in God we trust and all the creator endowed rights to be self evident. That's life. Everybody has this. So, yeah, it was all God instilled. It was all based on God's law. Hey, check this out. Do you know what the slogan was for the first penny?
Mm-mm.
Mind your business.
Mind your business.
Mind your business. First penny. Mind your business.
Hmm.
Like, why? What happened? Why can't we just mind our business, live and let live to be free, right? So I think like the core of it, man, is yeah. As long it's weird that you bring up the community meetings, tribal meetings, right, council meetings, and all that, is because this whole situation that just happened on Sunday, March the 5th at 4:30 p.m. Right? What I'm tripping. What is it? Wednesday? Yeah, my bad. Wednesday. Wednesday night. Um, we are we've been prepping for the last 2 or 3 weeks again, like I said, for traffic law reform, going into these council meetings and reading scripts to start getting it out there. And all of our people are going to be recording their interactions at these community meetings to build several collage of videos that we're throwing out in mass to talk about traffic law reform. We're over 1,300 signatures now on the traffic law reform.
Hmm.
Okay. So we're sending out these petitions all to our legislators, representatives, senators for the traffic law reform. And so by doing so, we're getting the word being spoken, local level, on the higher levels, and then we're going to start introducing the bill that we're going to want to be included for each state specifically to its codes. Not just a general bill, but a specific bill that we, the people, want to see enacted all across the United States. Because we got people all across the United States now in every state, almost
Hmm.
every state. So we're getting to it, and we're getting to it heavy in the streets, in the community, by going to these meetings with scripts that we've already developed, asking and demanding. Well, excuse me, demanding for traffic law reform. Now's the time, bro.
I think the auditing community has to be something special. Like I see things like the ACLU and things that
Mm-hmm.
they do,
Mm-hmm.
and then they go about hiring lawyers to help people, stuff like that. Like they help with organizing in local areas. You'll have an ACLU in your area. A lot of this stuff always seems to be after the fact, though.
Yeah,
Auditors, cop watchers, we're there in real fucking time, right? This community has also come together and has brought a lot of people together. We're all learning from each other. We're all
yeah,
learning things along the way. We're a bunch of fucking assholes, right?
yeah,
Some of us.
yeah. Some of
And
us.
you have a really good demeanor about you, even in the
Thanks, Papa.
when you know when they're arresting you and shit like that. You have a calming and de-escalating demeanor. Really
Yeah,
good. People should
yeah.
learn from your work. But this
It's just,
community has come together, and it involves everyone:
yeah,
black, white, gay, straight, man, woman, fucking red, blue, Democrat, Republican, and everybody seems to understand that we all want freedom or our
yeah,
freedoms respected.
yep,
Man, it's crazy because in reality, I see people in this community that lean right or even far right, and then I have seen and talked to people that lean left and far left. I see that.
mm-hmm.
And Dana White a long time ago said something like, I don't give a fuck who you vote for. This is America. If I don't like you because you vote for a certain person, then what kind of American does that make me? And
Right,
I just sat back and I was like, dope. In reality, that's kind of how I approached my work, and understand that this community has kind of had everybody involved in it. I understand certain folks don't support each other. Some folks probably don't support me just because the way I look. Maybe I'm too fucking short, or too brown, or too gray. I don't fucking know. But that's all right. That's all right. But this community has come together, and we're
Yeah.
learning. We're all learning from each other. All right. Look, man, I learned more from YouTube in the auditing community about laws, about my rights, than I have ever learned in school or
For
from
real.
my family members, my parents. You don't learn about this shit in church. You don't learn about this shit in school. You don't learn about this shit
Well, let me
in
ask you something. Where
backyard
do they host?
barbecues.
Where do they host almost all? Well, not all of them, but where do they host a lot of the appeals in which we see in all of the court systems? Where do they host it?
What do you mean appeals?
Like, if we're gonna watch an appeals in court
Like
on the
like
Supreme Court,
an
on
appellate court?
an appellate court,
They
where are we
do
gonna see
have
it
it
at?
on YouTube.
On
That's right,
YouTube.
right? Yeah,
You know how many different
yeah.
states?
No
Arizona,
shit.
California, South Carolina. It's all on YouTube. So you
Yep.
may want to say, "Oh, you're a YouTube scholar." You damn skippy, I am. You damn skippy.
They sound dumb saying that shit these
I'm
days,
telling you,
right? Because you're like, yeah, motherfucker, I can build a house on YouTube,
for
asshole.
real.
You know?
Man, come on now. And check it out. When it comes to being an American, I want to read something that one of my boys sent me. It's coming out of the citizenship book. I think this is back in like the 1920s or something like that. But it's a citizen. I think it's the military citizenship manual, if I'm not mistaken, where it's just a citizenship handbook. But it says, "I am an American. I am an American" is a challenge to the highest ideals and aspirations of mankind, to to self-sacrifice and devotion, to loyalty and patriotism, to joyful work and courageous achievement, to magnanimity and charity to all, and malice to none, as we speak to uphold and perpetuate the principles of our great republic. I live an American, I shall die an American, and I intend to perform the duties incumbent upon me in that character to the end of my career. Like, bro, there's nothing more valuable than standing up and just being a true American. Like, that's the kind of American I want to be. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
can we get back to that, please?
Who
You
wrote
know,
that?
that's in a
I read that before. I think I seen
yeah,
it on
that
a post or something.
it's in a it's in the citizenship manual. We got a citizenship manual that we found. It's coming from like 1920 or something like that, and it's in relation
Word.
to, again, to the citizenship and the sovereign citizenship, again, within our self-governing republic. If you didn't know, I just released a book. I need to send this one down to you, bro. This is my book, Self-Governing, bro.
Word.
Deep, my guy. Deep, my guy.
Make yourself
Huh?
an ad, and I'll put it on my comic book. I got a comic book, the
What?
first issue coming out, and I'm dedicating one page to books.
What? Okay,
Yeah,
bro. That's badass,
yeah.
bro.
Make yourself an ad
Okay.
and send it to me.
Okay.
I'll
Okay,
throw it
okay,
in there.
okay. I'm gonna send you down a couple copies. This one's really good, bro. It's amazing. You're gonna trip out, bro. You really will. I'm very proud of
Good
it.
stuff.
Yeah, very proud of it. But yeah, final thoughts. What you got?
I think I want to do this like every now and then and do regular shows for
Yeah,
the Pro Say University channel. I'm
yeah,
gonna cut this one up and I'm gonna post it on different channels, and I'm gonna cut the part where you talked about the arrest, and I'm
yeah,
gonna show the video of the
yeah,
arrest, and I'll throw that on the main channel,
yeah,
and throw some of this on the Pro Say University channel. I want to get people like you, Teresa Bacola, Lane
yep,
Myers, people that know how to fight in the court and can kick some ass, because
yep.
there's like, look, man, the
Are
internet.
you cool with Know Your Rights?
Know your rights.
The guy that homeless vets?
Oh, you're talking about uh fuck,
Honor Your Oath?
Jeff Gray.
You have contact with him?
Yeah, he called me not too long ago. We spoke for an
Okay, you
hour.
need to get him back on too, because I don't know. I think he may file his own civil suits too.
I've been wanting to interview Jeff Gray.
Hmm.
I will reach out to him.
Yeah, he's good. I think he files his own civil suits, so he
No
would be a
shit.
good element. Teresa always comes through every once in a while through our Wise Dome, so I'm real cool with Teresa.
Yeah.
When you first brought her up, I reached out to her directly.
How many subs do you have now?
I think we're up to 36,000, bro. We
Damn.
went from literally like 2,000 when November, to now we're over 36, bro, with over 6 million views.
Good for you, bro.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
thanks, bro.
Have you ever heard of the 100,000 curse? 100,000
No,
subscriber
don't even. I don't
Chris.
even want to hear it. Don't tell me. No, don't tell me. I don't want to hear
People
it.
lose their
That's
shit,
bad
bro.
juju. No, don't
Pe-
tell me. Don't stop. Don't. I don't want to know. I don't even want to know. No, I'm serious. Don't tell me. It's bad juju, and then it'll come in and I'll
no, no,
turn
I
left.
think
I
it's
don't even
just
want to know.
something to be weary about. They say that when people get 100,000 subs, they become the greatest shit that ever happened.
Oh,
And so, um, you just gotta make sure that you don't become that person.
well, no. I'll let you know what's about to happen though. I will tell you this. When Cameron wins on, well, I don't know. Let's break this down. My Hood River case. I don't know if you know. I brought that forward into a civil suit. You know that, right? Okay, so we filed that complaint December the 9th. We filed, they gave an answer back. They didn't hit for a dismissal because they can't, because they know they're wrong. So they didn't even attempt it. I came back and filed an amended complaint on the 3rd of February. They have not responded. They're past their time to respond by over 2 weeks.
What does that mean?
They're that means they're in default, and I am about to win by summary judgment default judgment because they don't even want to argue it anymore. Once I filed the amended complaint, bringing in all of the information, mm, they knew they could. That's why they haven't responded. So, if I give you a quick example, I have an attorney that actually is working on my behalf right now, but it's for a dog bite that happened last year at one of my clients' homes. I don't want to work with the insurance and medical records. I don't want to do that. I'll let his paralegals do that. Like, I will literally let attorney and his paralegals do that and gladly pay them. Headache, please. No. Okay. So, but I spoke with him yesterday for an hour and 15 minutes. 5 minutes was about my dog bite. The other hour and 10 minutes was about everything that we're doing. He's been watching the channel and I didn't even know it. I think he's even in our Discord looking at all the documents that I'm creating with technology and I didn't even know it. Um, he's literally like, man, bro, we're changing this nation. I could go into details, I don't want to, but like, bro, we are changing this nation more than I even realized. Blue to Gold Police Academy. It's a police academy. The CEO, which is an attorney, reached out to me to come down and do an interview, bro.
Nice.
A police academy, bro. Then I got this other channel. They interviewed Kyle Rittenhouse, that kid that was out shooting people on
Yeah.
that protest. Yeah, two donuts and one cop or something like that. They're down in Austin. They want to do a podcast, so it's like it's growing. But this is what
Nice.
I'm saying: by winning these civil suits, guess what I'm going? I ain't going out to get no damn Corvette. I ain't going out to get no flashy stuff. I'm about to go right back to the bazaar and get a whole bunch more of these $10 washed out shirts that fit me perfect, some more Nike sweats, and some more Nike shoes that are under $100, and maybe a couple more hats. And I'm about to hit the streets and I'm about to figure out how to make Power Inherent in the People, a nonprofit organization to hire people and get out in the streets and continuously help like I'm helping. And we're going to ramp this up to a full blown national organization that's bigger than the ACLU, which is controlled by another fucking higher organization. And we're going to do this ourselves as true power inherent in the people because we, the people, have all the power. And we have to get back to that and bring our nation back, bro. We
Hell yeah.
have to get it back, bro.
Hell yeah. I
That's
agree.
all I care about,
And,
bro.
and I think the channel that I'm doing, Community Watch, is something special. Not to pat myself on the back, but one of the things I want to implement on that as well is I don't know if you've heard of New Era Detroit. It's like a group
Yeah.
of folks that go around and they'll like walk around dangerous neighborhoods at night,
Mm,
like let's say
mm,
Friday, Saturday night when the most shit happens, and they
mm,
just try to keep the community safe. Like
mm,
they posted a video not too long ago of like a 13-year-old girl who was walking around by herself late at night, and she looked lost. So they stopped. They talked to her. Come to find out, her phone was dead. They had just moved into town. Her uncle was. Her parents thought the uncle was gonna pick her up, but the uncle thought the parents were gonna pick her up, so nobody picked
mm.
her up. So she
Yep.
took off walking, trying to find where she lived. She couldn't find it. She was lost. 2 weeks before that, a 12-year-old girl was raped in one of the
Mm,
fucking houses, an abandoned house. There's several of them on that area, in that area, And so they called. They didn't put her in their car and take her home, right? That'd probably be kind of weird to some.
Yeah.
But they called for an Uber, and they followed behind the Uber to take her home. That way it's recorded,
Yeah.
shit like that.
Yeah.
And the dad came out and he was crying, and
Wow.
he thanked them.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, I would like to maybe start something like that here in town as well.
That's empowering, bro.
And when you think about it, you think about this, right? What do we need government for? The less we need government, the better the people will be in the end.
Right.
We can keep our communities safe.
Yeah.
We don't fucking need to call them for every little fucking thing. Let's not
Right.
bother them. Either way, they always arrive on scene in a fucking bad mood, in a
Mm-hmm.
fucking hurry, acting
Mm-hmm.
like they're bothered because we got a call, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Let's not need them.
Right. Let's do it
Let's
ourselves.
need them less as possible. Let's
Right.
empower ourselves. Let's
Yep.
empower our communities. Let's
Yep.
keep our communities clean. Let's
Right.
keep our communities safe. Let's
Right.
bring that fucking money back in. Let's keep our money in town. Buy your soaps and buy your veggies and shit like that from the local
Yep.
vendors,
Yep.
right? Honey, all kinds of shit. Buy it from your
Yep.
local vendors.
Yep.
And I think there's a Instagram page called Kern County Activities. Shout
Okay.
out to you guys. You guys are dope. They have a few people running the page 24 hours a day. People send them their videos and their pictures and shit like that. If there's a car accident, they'll show it on that. Over here on White Lane and Weibel, fucking check on your people, and they'll show the car accident. That's dope, bro. When my son's
Yeah.
out driving around, I'm always checking their Instagram page. I'm like, shit, I hope my son's not in a car accident. Car accident 8 minutes ago, 5 minutes ago. Like, whether it's a car accident or the police fucking somebody up, or a homeless man fucking scratching their ass by the trash can. They're really funny. They got a sense of humor, by the way. And it's dope. It's dope
Yeah.
as fuck to have something like that. Have the news happening in real time. So
Yep.
then you have people like me who go out and cop watch and stand on the side of the road in real time.
Yeah.
Real time shit is fucking happening. We
Yeah.
can make it fucking happen.
Yep.
We don't have to depend on the cops all the fucking time for everything. They
Yep.
want a monopoly on safety. Fuck that. Right? Let's
For real.
let's
For real,
let's
bro.
understand, natural rights, natural laws, and let's learn how to use them, without having government interference.
Bro,
We've
that
allowed
just gave me
government to interfere.
bro, that just gave me the craziest idea. What if you was to create like some kind of agency that's like, do you need protection? Do you need protection service? Like not on like a security level, but like do you need immediate protection? Instead of calling 911, call this group of people that will instantly show up to your
Yes, bro.
situation. Like
Yes.
fuck the police. I'm going to call up these people that whoever's causing me danger or possible harm, it's going to seem to them that like this is my family all coming out of, you know what I'm saying? Like so, bro, that would be badass, bro.
Tommy G,
No.
a YouTube channel. It's got like 2.3 million subs. Tommy
No.
G. I worked with them on a story in Fresno, California, not too far from here.
Hey, I'm gonna let you know I literally have to get off in 5 minutes. No cap.
Okay, let me tell you this really quick.
Okay.
One of the things that he told me was he wanted me to go with him to work on this story in Fresno because they're doing a story on the ex-chief of police, and the Fresno Police Department is known to be pretty fucking violent and, how to say it, dismissive of your rights, right? And so he wanted me there kind of like as protection because I know how to handle myself in front of police or in the presence of police.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what you're saying kind of goes with something that just kind of happened, right? He sees the work that I do. He reached out. He's like, hey, man, I can really use your help out here. And
Yeah.
so I went with him to go do a story. But yeah, man, I agree. I'm 100% on board with that understanding. And let's
I guess y'all already have people already have it happen, like especially with like First Amendment audits, they're live, and then if there's
right,
some issues, then they call up and people show
right,
up.
right,
What if it was just like for the general public, like, hey, instead of calling
right.
911, call us. We'll be there. And
Or
we won't shoot people initially. We'll
yeah.
try and help you resolve it, right?
So yeah, like that page, Kern County activities. What happened was the border patrol was at the gas station parked behind a woman. They had posted it. My son walks in. He's all, "Oh
Oh, I saw
shit!
that. I
Look
saw
what,
that.
yeah, look what they
Yeah.
posted a minute ago. Do you want to
Yep.
go?" I'm like, "We're close by. Let's go." We showed up. We talked to them. They left. They're alone.
Yeah.
Our understanding of the Constitution, the rights of the people, and the camera, us showing up with the camera and our understanding of our rights, they had no choice but to let her go.
Yeah.
And I think that all that shit happened in real time.
Yeah.
And I think that we as a people have found this community, and actually we're learning how to really utilize our understanding of our rights, technology, software,
Mhm.
unity,
Mhm.
compassion,
Mhm.
safety, um, and we can really start to implement that. I know it's kind of hard. I'm struggling with trying to put it all together.
I think I could help with that, bro. I'm really good with technology and the AI, and I think we could probably develop something called, what? Just think, you can name it whatever, but ping me now, help me now, into where all it really is you sign in, and if
Dope,
you need help, ping me,
dope.
and people will already have, if you're in there, you're gonna know, oh, ping in your area, ping in your zip code,
Right, right,
and
right,
you have the distance of what your distance area will be at for pinged help. And then
right,
that
right,
allows
right,
people to get an estimated time of how long can help reach you
right,
when
right.
needed.
Dope, bro. Good
That's
shit.
easy, bro. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's something
we'll
easy that
talk.
we
We'll
could do.
talk.
I love talking to you. Like I said, bro, don't let the haters get to you in any form or fashion. You're a beautiful soul. You've done a
Thank you, bro.
tremendous amount of work for such a long time, bro. You're an OG in this, and we greatly appreciate everything that you do, David. Continue to do it. Keep going strong, brother. And as you continue, your day's gonna come where you're leading either your city, your county, or maybe even your whole state. And I just appreciate that. And we'll talk soon, okay, Papa?
Thank you, bro.
I appreciate it. Till
I
later.
appreciate you too. There.
All right, bye.